Is this real? Can somebody tell me, is this real? So they're saying India just landed on the moon. And I don't know about you, mate, but I don't believe it. Because just last week, I heard Russia tried to land on the moon, flew straight into the firmament. So let me break it down. What they're trying to say is the reason why you wasn't able to watch the moon landing from Earth is because they landed on the dark side of the moon. Oh, you son of a bitch. I didn't think Russia and India was talking to England and America, but yet we got up-to-date news about the moon. And this image disturbs me. Where are the CGI people now? Where are the people that call AI and Photoshop now? That looks like a Super Nintendo. That looks like a Sega Mega Drive. That looks like an Atari. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who's on the moon. Who is on the moon? Who took this picture? No, is this the picture? Is this the Indian spacecraft? What imagery are you showing me? Who is on the moon? Is this the same guy that filmed the Apollo 13 mission? Come on, brother. India on the moon. Did you hear what I said, rude boy? India landed on the moon. I thought the earth was flat. I thought there was a firmament, a dome. It turns out these man landed on the moon. But I just need to say this again. The reason why we was not able to watch the moon landing from Earth, because they landed on the dark side of the moon. Do you know the moon that we can't see? You know how the moon's only got one side we can see? These man landed in the blind spot, bruv. These man took the long route. You know when man take the long route to the moon? So, I don't know about this. And again, what kind of image is this? This reminds me of that game. What's that game called again? Minecraft. This looks like Minecraft. You're trying to tell me the Indian, NASA, Russian government spaceman are recording moon landings on a potato? This guy's still trying to get signal. All and now he still can't get through. And now this is the first image of the Indian moon landing. Why are you recording the floor, bruv? No, listen, why are man always going to the moon and recording the floor? What kind of angle is that, bruv? That's like man coming to Earth and recording just a patch of grass. That does not give you the essence of where you are. That what, we're not living in 3D no more. These men are recording the floor, bruv.
Look at the shadow's direction. The light source is directly to the right of the rover, according to the shadow's angle. But wait, isn't that the sun behind the rover?
Phase or the local navigation phase.
Guys, what in the CGI do we have here? Oh my god, the worst animation stroke Photoshop I've ever seen in my life. We're supposed to believe India just landed on the moon. What are they trying to distract us from today? Because this is the biggest load of crap.
Once again, do you guys believe this story's true? So India landed an unmanned craft on the moon the other day. And this is the video. Okay, and before you say, you idiot, that wasn't supposed to be real video. Well, from the articles I read, it did not say it was artist rendering. It does not say it's some kind of representation of what it looks like. It doesn't mention any of that. So, as far as I know, this is supposedly the real video. Well, obviously it looks real fake because it is. So that leads me to the question of, why did they stop at the moon? Why didn't they just go all the way to Mars? Or Venus? Or maybe Uranus? Actually, you know what? It might be fun to do that right now. Let's show it landing on Mars, Venus, Uranus. How about the Sun? How about the Death Star? Yeah. It's kind of easy to get to these places when you use Photoshop.
This happened today. This is the India launch, supposedly to the moon. And I want you to watch this. It's going up.
Zero velocity,
It's going up,
vertical and horizontal.
and it's going up,
We were
and
hovering,
then
and now we are
it's going to start to make this
approaching the moon
curve.
surface.
Okay, this is still up, and it's going to start to make this curve, and then they're going to switch views, because that's what they need to do, switch views, and then they're going to switch views again, because look, this is still up, and this is going to continue to curve towards the ground, because it's not going to the moon, it's not going into space, it's going up and into the ocean. Okay, look at this. That is clearly going down. It's going down. And then when it gets to the point it can't go down anymore, or you're going to really realize it's going down, they switch to nothing but CGI for the rest of the time until they get to the moon, and even when they land on the moon. Look, CGI.
Look, I may have some wild ideas, but it seems to me so many of the same folks telling me I have wild ideas really think that in 1969, Richard Nixon was standing in the Oval Office in Washington, D.C., talking to people walking around on the moon via a landline. And if that's what you think, then I have one question for you, sir or madam. How long did that landline have to be? How long was that cord that reached all the way to the moon? And why'd that little thing they have stuck up on the top of the moon look like a bunch of aluminum foil and cardboard paper? That's a wild idea.
Find a book on the psychology of how the hell the United States government pulled this off. How they made the entire world population believe that that's the moon, that's some special spacecraft on the moon, and that's a special astronaut man. Convinced all the other governments to go along with it. Now governments all across the world have space agencies where they can legally steal from their population. When you're a kid, it's easy to be fooled by something like this, but when you grow up, you should be able to think critically, ask questions, and figure this out. This is not hard stuff. And when you do figure it out, you realize, wow, I can't trust these people we call the government for any reason at all. They're liars and thieves. They are liars and thieves.
Here we are again. I cannot believe I'm still having to talk about this. First of all, most of y'all have common sense, and y'all have cracked me up in the comments with your wit and humor. But for that small percentage who still believes that thing went to the moon, and they're taking a little screenshot. Those of y'all saying that, oh, I think that's a reenactment. It's a reenactment. Really? Well, the NASA website is claiming that which is the same picture, the same whatever debacle of construction paper, aluminum foil, looks like some old pipes my husband has in the basement. My toddler would have that thing tore up in about 5 minutes. They're saying that's a picture of it on the moon, on their website, not a reenactment. They're straight up lying to you on their website. And if you want to, as my husband says, stay stuck on stupid, it's up to you. But if you come trying to deceive people in my comments, you're out. All right, let's get this over with. I think that's a reenactment. The real footage isn't so clear. Okay, that picture that I showed you, you could go to Wikipedia. You could type in first moon landing, Apollo 11, whatever you want. To get there, you'll get there. Find it, click it. You can zoom in. It's the same thing. Here it is. You don't trust Wikipedia. It's on the NASA website. There's 2 pictures. The one above this is something they said they got from a few years ago. I don't know. I think it was 2009 or 2011 or something. Some dust picture from the moon, which is complete BS. And then there's this one who says it's a picture taken by an astronaut, probably Buzz Aldrin when he was on the moon. No, it's not a reenactment. It's a never happened. It's time to wake up.
Parents waking me
Here you
up
go.
and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon,
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
what?
Because there wasn't any television. There wasn't anybody taking a picture. You watched
What's your
animation.
story? What's your story,
You
Buzz?
associated
You didn't take
what you
pictures?
saw with-
I have very hazy
I
memories.
know.
Well, apparently someone took pictures of this, middle school project gone wrong that they took to the moon with them. We know they didn't. I'm just showing you all the NASA website up and down. There's 2 pictures, obviously, up here that they're talking about. 1 picture, 2nd picture. That first one, they says the moon surface. We know that's a lie. And now who they say took this picture of that little trash project here?
One of the astronauts, probably Buzz Aldrin, snapped this photo of the lunar module with the Earth almost directly above. Lies, lies, lies.
So this is the actual footage. Now, I mean, all they've got is this one little window and some bad camera quality. I am expecting some next level, like, Marvel comic.
How come the lit side of the moon is facing up when the sun is lower in the horizon? And what is causing the moon phase if Earth is supposed to be between the two of them? Can Globe believers answer that?
Visit Flat Earth Banjo Store and grab a t-shirt today. You can also order the brand new enhanced Gleason's map either in blue or red border. Just click on the link tree on the description. Order your items today.